Hello guys, welcome to my channel Ziaz Bala. Today we will discuss about important features of Indian Constitution. So let's start. Indian Constitution का important features आज हम देखेंगे. So first one is Indian Constitution is the written constitution and world longest constitution. So actually Indian Constitution is written constitution and world longest constitution. Number 2, according to Indian Constitution, India is a parliamentary form of government. In India, parliamentary form of government is there. Parliamentary form of government. After that, if we see Indian Constitution is more flexible than rigid. More flexible than rigid. After that, we see the federalism. The concept of federalism is there in India. Okay? So again we have one, that is emergency provision. So these are some important features of Indian Constitution. We will discuss one by one today. Okay. When we say Indian Constitution is a longest constitution, that means during adoption of Indian Constitution, or now if we compare, during adoption of Indian Constitution, how many articles are there? We have 395 articles, but now we have 470 articles. How many number of schedule? That is 8 schedule originally, but now we have 12 schedule. How many parts are there? If you see, originally 22 parts, but now we have 25 parts. Okay? If you see 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12, these are newly added. So 9 schedule is added through first constitutional amendment, that is took place in 1951. 10 schedule is added through 52 constitutional amendment. 11 and 12 added through 73rd constitutional amendment and 74th constitutional amendment. When 9th schedule was added, who was the PM? PM was Jawaharlal Nehru. During 11th schedule and 12th schedule, who was Prime Minister? Prime Minister was, who is Prime Minister? Just comment that one. And who is the Prime Minister during 10th schedule was added? Who was the Prime Minister? You guys just comment in this video, okay? So we see our largest constitution because it contains 470 articles, 12 schedule and 25 part. So we see the content of Indian Constitution, that is world largest constitution. Okay. Next we will see parliamentary form of government. So I will rub that one. Next we will see parliamentary form of government. So why India is a parliamentary form of government? If we see 3 armies there in a government, that is legislature, executive and judiciary. These are the 3 arms of government. These are the 3 arms of government. These are the 3 arms of government: legislature, executive and judiciary. All of we know legislature make law making body, that is law making body. Executive law implementing body. जुडिशरी क्या करेगा आप लोगों को? वर्क फॉर टू गिव जस्टिस. ओके, ये जस्टिस देने का काम करेगा आप लोगों को, ठीक है. सो इन द पार्लियामेंटरी फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट, executive is responsible to legislature. That executive is responsible. If we see, executive is responsible to legislature. In India, we see executive is responsible to legislature. So we can say it is a parliamentary form of government. Okay, where executive is responsible to legislature. One point we came to know why India is parliamentary form of government. After that, again we can say that India is a parliamentary form of government because collective responsibility is there. For example, the Council of State headed by Prime Minister, all of we know, the Council of State headed by Prime Minister is collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha. That's why India is a parliamentary form of government. So why? I will remove that one. So we come to know that India is a parliamentary form of government because collective responsibility is there. For example, Council of Ministers headed by Prime Minister. Council of Ministers headed by Prime Minister is collectively responsible to Lok Sabha. Collectively responsible to Lok Sabha, not Rajya Sabha. Collectively responsible to Lok Sabha. That means in case of parliamentary form of government, Council of Ministers headed by Prime Minister is collectively responsible to Lok Sabha. We already see in India. And if you see, ruling of majority party is there. Ruling of majority party is there. Ruling of majority party is also one important feature of Indian Constitution. That means in the parliamentary form of government. So when we say parliamentary form of government, 3 important points is there. One is executive is responsible to legislature. Number 2 is Council of Ministers headed by Prime Minister is collectively responsible to Lok Sabha, and majority party ruling is there. So these are some important characteristics of parliamentary form of government. Okay. Next we will see Indian Constitution is more flexible than rigid. How can we say that one? I will remove that one. More flexible than rigid. This rigid and flexible is based on amendment. Actually, Indian Constitution is rigid because for amendment of some provision is tough. That means amendment of some provision in Indian Constitution is tough. That's why it is rigid, and some provision, to amend some provision, it is easy. In some provisions are easy to amend. That's why it is flexible. Okay. So, for example, using 2/3 majority, we can sometimes easily amend our constitution. But for some cases, we need 2/3 majority in Lok Sabha also, Rajya Sabha also, and after that we need what? After that we need state legislature का half of the state legislature, half of the state legislature का भी consent चाहिए. That means it become rigid. In some provisions, Parliament can directly amend the constitution using special majority, using absolute majority, or using simple majority. But for some cases where state legislatures are also involved, in these cases, we need special majority in Lok Sabha also, Rajya Sabha also. After that, we need half of the state legislature का consent हमको चाहिए. So it become rigid. Okay? You come to know more flexible than rigid. Okay. Next we will deal with federalism. So what is federalism? Actually the word federalism is not mentioned in constitution. Constitution में आप लोगों का a federalism word mention नहीं है. But constitution established the concept of federalism. Actually federalism is division of power. If you see, functions are, state government have their respective function, central government have their respective function, like that. Division of power is there. Okay, so for that we can say, we already studied Schedule 7. If you see, Schedule 7 is an example of federalism. Schedule 7 talk about state list, central list and concurrent list. State list का state list में कोई कुछ सब्जेक्ट है, ये सब्जेक्ट के ऊपर स्टेट ओनली मेक लॉ. सेंट्रल लिस्ट के ऊपर कुछ सब्जेक्ट है, इस सब्जेक्ट में सेंट्रल ओनली मेक लॉ. एंड कॉन्करेंट लिस्ट में जो सब्जेक्ट है, यहाँ पे सेंट्रल प्लस स्टेट बोथ can make law. Okay, that is division of power is seen in India. But there is also some exception. In some cases, power are more with central government. For example, during national emergency, most of the power goes to central government. That's why it become unitary in nature during national emergency. Okay, so India is not true federal. Though division of power is exist, but not true federal. It is sometimes become unitary tilt. Means central government को ज़्यादा power है किसी provision या किसी issue में. ठीक है? So after that we come to know about emergency provision. All of we know 3 types of emergency is there. That is national emergency, president rule, state emergency, or financial emergency. That is related to 352 article. You can add 2, then it will come 354. Again add 2, then you will get 3. Sorry, it's not like that. Okay. You can directly say 352, 356 and 360. That means you can add 4 here to remember, you can add 4 here to remember the article. So we will deal with all these one by one. But today I only discuss 4 important salient features of Indian Constitution. So hope this video will help you guys. From next video I will start part 1 of Indian Constitution that contain article 1 to 4. From next video we will start that one. So thank you. Thanks for watching.